KNDY.
Good evening and welcome to day 2 of the TVL tournament from Onega. Max Blasky with you here as we are about ready for a state-ranked matchup between the Hanover girls and the Frankfort girls in quarterfinal action here at the TVL tournament. Of course, we are on tonight. KNDY FM 95.5 online at KNDYradio.com and in the KNDY FM mobile app here all week as this is our first broadcast of the evening. We'll have 2 games here tonight, Axtell boys and Troy boys coming up here following this contest between Frankfort and Hanover, and then 2 more coming up for you on Thursday. Hanover versus Valley Heights in a boys matchup, and in the girls matchup, Valley Heights and Lynn Bulldogs. Quarterfinal action about 6 minutes here away from tip-off between Frankfort and Hanover. Up first, a rematch from a couple weeks ago, but we'll get into that here in just a little bit. First, a big appreciation to all our sponsors that are making this broadcast possible this evening, and along with our regional sports boosters to make every broadcast this year possible. Can Equip, Sunflower Credit Union, Hometown Lumber, Honeyman Auto, Kramer Oil, Bruno. First time out coming up for Onega for day number 2 of the TVL tournament.
Wait, Santa is done, my friends. After Santa's hard work comes the new Wi-Fi hungry connected gadgets. Make sure your router is capable and ready. Let Blue Valley help you kick off the new year on the right foot and upgrade your Wi-Fi experience. Get 2 months free worry-free Wi-Fi and free installation from Blue Valley Technologies. For more details, visit bluevalley.net/promo.
Begin your new year with a new career at Landau in Marysville. Currently accepting applications for experienced assemblers, welders, painters, and a net developer. You cannot beat the benefits Landau offers. Wages start at $16 up to $21.20 per hour with a $2 an hour shift differential for second and third shift. 4% attendance bonus, promotions, raises, all-inclusive medical plan, paid time off and paid holidays, weekly paychecks, and more. Apply online and learn more at Landau.com or call 785-562-5381 for more information. Landau Company is an equal opportunity employer.
What is shining like that?
Oh, it's just my teeth.
Whoa, how'd you get them so white?
It's easy. I go to Gray Family Dental. They've been serving Northeast Kansas for over 19 years and have locations in Marysville, Blue Rapids, and Frankfort. With all that experience, they really know what they're doing.
Really? They sound amazing.
They sure are. Remember, if you want the whitest teeth in the business from a local employer who supports your schools and community, go to Gray Family Dental. Schedule your appointment by calling 562-5323 today.
B&D Buildings of Axtell specializes in post-frame buildings. Give them a call for stud-frame buildings with complete concrete and electrical work included. It's one call to get the job done. B&D Buildings, specializing in post-frame building construction, plus repairs and more. Always free estimates. Give them a call. B&D Buildings of Axtell, 785-294-0147. B&D Buildings at 785-294-0147.
Quarterfinal action up first here in the TVL tournament girls action this evening between the 4-seeded Frankfort Lady Wildcats and the 5-seeded Hanover Lady Wildcats. A rematch of a couple weeks ago. Taking a look at that contest, it was the last game out for both of these teams before the TVL tournament held back on January 5th there in Frankfort. Frankfort girls defeated Hanover 49-38. They jumped out to a 29-12 halftime lead and never looked back. They were led by Tanya Stowell with 12 points. She hit 4 threes all in the first half of that contest as Frankfort got off hot in that one, and Hanover could never come back for a bid. This is also a state-ranked matchup here this evening in a quarterfinal round from Onega. Frankfort comes in ranked number 4 in Class 1A Division I girls, while Hanover's the reigning 1A Division II state champions come in ranked number 3. Of course, Hanover 5-2 on the season. That one lone TVL loss came to Frankfort. They set 3-1 in TVL action. Meanwhile, the Frankfort girls set 5-1 on the season, 3-1 in TVL action, with that lone loss coming to the 2 seed here at Onega. The Valley Heights girls back in the first part of December. This is going to be a high-powered offense as both of these teams will look to get up and run, use their defense transition into offense, averaging over 50 points per game. But for Frankfort, they will be shorthanded. They are without do-it-all point guard Emma Hardwick, who is out with a concussion tonight, not able to play in this first-round game for Frankfort, as this is their first contest of the tournament. So in her starting position will be Ashlyn Dollinghouse, the sophomore, getting the start, while Hardwick will be on the bench this evening, hopefully back later on in the tournament. We're about 2 minutes away from tip-off, taking our second time out before we bring you starting lineups for Frankfort versus Hanover.
Sapp Brothers Petroleum works hard to be there for you when it matters most. Their goal is simple: to be your number one source of propane, lubricants, and extreme premium diesel fuel. They'll reach that goal by treating you like family and giving you service that makes you want to come back. Proudly serving Kansas with locations in Blue Rapids and Hanover, Sapp Brothers thanks all their current customers. If you're not a customer, call the winning team at Sapp Brothers locations in Hanover or Blue Rapids today for all your propane and fuel needs.
Dreaming of a new home? Let Inline Construction make that dream a reality. Custom home builds from foundation to finish with your plans, or they'll help you with design. Build on your lot or take advantage of Marysville's newest subdivision, Hartley Ridge, at 8th Street and Jayhawk Road. Call today and get started with Inline Construction of Marysville.
At United Bank & Trust, we get it. Bank hours don't always fit into your schedule. With the United Bank & Trust mobile banking app, you can bank anytime, anywhere. At home, at work, or anywhere in between. You can perform convenient and secure transactions like mobile check deposit, transfer money between accounts, or see your balance instantly. Find it by searching for United Bank & Trust mobile app in your app store. Mobile banking with United Bank & Trust. It's banking for your way of life. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Max Blasky back with you here from Onega, 20 seconds away from tip-off between Frankfort and Hanover. Upcoming here for you. Starting lineups brought to you now. First, for the Hanover Lady Wildcats, they are the 5 seed. They defeated Onega first-round action 55-39 on Monday night. They will start number 1, Tessa Losi, number 3, Gracie Bruna, number 5, Drew Bruna, number 10, Anna Juneman, and number 30, Caitlin Clip. So it'll be Losi, Bruna, Juneman, and Clip for the Hanover, while for Frankfort, they will go number 11, Breeley Everett, a junior. Number 2, Ashlyn Dollinghouse, getting the start tonight, a sophomore. Number 13, Tanya Stowell, a senior. Number 22, Hattie Gross, a senior. Number 23, Lexi Dollinghouse, a senior. Of course, Frankfort Wildcats are coached by Brian Efford in his 8th season. Chris Beichman at the helm for the Hanover Lady Wildcats. Lady Wildcats, being the lower seed, will be the road team here tonight. They are in their blue uniforms, white numbers on the back, with a white Hanover on the chest. Meanwhile, Frankfort will be the home team with white uniforms with a red stripe down the side, Wildcats on the chest, and red numbers to follow as well. Tip is won by Frankfort in the go circle, and they will get first crack at it. Inside, up and down, really Everett, her first bucket of the evening. Good start there for the junior guard. Of course, Frankfort without the help of Emma Hardwick tonight, out with a concussion, suffered earlier this week, or in their last contest out. We'll have to sit down this game. Hopefully we'll be back later on in the week. First possession goes inside to Caitlin Cliff for Hanover. She will be fouled, or a jump ball will be possession, and it will stay with Hanover. Of course, Hanover coming off an undefeated season. They were regular season and tournament champions last year, too, as well. 1A Division II state champions. Meanwhile, while Frankfort on the other side, a third-place finish at Division 1, third-place finish with them there. So a lot of hard work on both of these squads tonight. Of course, Frankfort returned all 5 starters off of that squad. Meanwhile, Hanover had to replace the likes of Macy, Holly, Keegan Atkins, Taven Stahlwalmer, and Aaliyah Sen, 4 big seniors that were important for Hanover last year. Freshmen such as Gracie and Drew Bruna stepping up here this year, but talking to head coach Chris Beichman, taking them a little adjustment here this season, and of course the first TVL tournament for those freshmen. First possession for Hanover will be a sloppy one. The turnover will end up being the call on the far side of the court. So that's the first turnover of the evening for either side. South Gym here in Onega, floor-level seats from the west end. Kind of an interesting view if you've ever been over this way. Get an opportunity to set inside line on those courts from the end of it. 3-ball down from the top of the key. Hattie Gross looking to get going in this one. Her first triple. She had 12 points in that win versus Hanover back in January, already with 3 here early on. Frankfort Wildcats up 5-0. Juniman thought about a 3 left side, now swings it to Tessalossi. Back inside off the hands of Caitlin Cliff. Second turnover now for Hanover. Gross will push right side, get into the middle of the paint. Left-handed layup up and no good. Defensive rebound, Cliff. Got a chance to speak to both head coaches before the game, talking to Chris Bikeman. He said turnovers were going to be a key already too early now here for Hanover. As for Brian Eppert, it will be the guard play, missing Emma Hardwick, who will take over that lead role from the point guard position this evening. Frankfort will be in a 2-3 zone as Anna Juniman dials up a 3. She can't hit from deep, but offensive rebound pulled down by Hanover. That will be Gracie Bruno, freshman guard, getting the Wildcats an extra possession. Juniman inside again, and she got her first bucket to go. Anna Juniman, the athletic junior, leading this team in steals, had 6 in their opening round win versus Onega Monday night. Getting inside for a tough shot there. 3-ball on the way. That's money. Tanya Sowell with her first triple of this evening. Had 4 in that game versus Hanover. 3 in the first quarter, already her first with 4:45 left to play here in the first period. Frankfort leading 8-2 early on. Quarterfinal action between these two squads. Hanover had to defeat Onega in first-round action. Frankfort got the first-round bye. Inside, Caitlin Cliff is going to be found on the offensive rebound. Tessa Losi couldn't hit from the short corner, and Cliff now to the line for 2 free throws. That foul will go against Breeley Eppert. First personal on the junior, as now Cliff steps up to the line. Experience on both sides of these teams. A very exciting matchup here this evening. Of course, both teams had great runs at state. Hanover winning it last year. Frankfort claiming a third-place finish. Frankfort returning all starters off of that squad. Hanover having to replace a few names off of that one, but still expectations higher than ever coming into this contest as both teams are ranked inside the top 5 in their respective divisions. Clip goes 1 for 2 from the line. It's now a 5-point contest. 4:30 left to play. First quarter. Frankfort on the offensive. So well at top. She loses it. It's going to be the near steal by Losi. Losi dies on the ground. Is going to force a jump ball and send it, I believe, with the Wildcats of Hanover. First substitution upcoming now for Frankfort. It will be Sydney Watt into the contest. 5'11" senior, first action now for her. 5 out there. Dollinghouse, Gross, Watt, Eppert, and Lexi Dollinghouse. Frankfort with trouble. That goes back in the backcourt. Eppert will control, though, off the tip from Hanover. Top of the key, getting inside. Ashlyn Dollinghouse still on the way by Cliff. Cliff picks up her dribble 90 feet away from the basket, gets it off to Juniman, and Juniman will get this Hanover offense in gear. Down the left side, into the hands of Gracie Bruno on the little screen roll. Right block, and now Caitlin Cliff. 3 Frankfort defenders swarm to her down low. Bodies go flying. A jump ball will be the call back over to Frankfort. Already the 4th jump ball here this evening as both teams having trouble keeping a hold of it. Good crowd here for some Wednesday night action from the TVL tournament. Max Blasky with you from Onega. Of course, first round action scheduled for last Saturday had to be postponed. Got in a few games on Monday. We'll take a look at the bracket coming up at halftime of this game. Frankfort inside, up and down. Hattie Gross on the offensive board. 5 points now early on for the senior, and Frankfort with a 7-point advantage. Frankfort jumped out to a 15-7 lead at the end of one quarter, back on the 5th when these last two teams last met. and it's looking like the same here. Inside Cliff is going to be fouled again on the missed shot from Drew Bruna. Sending Caitlin Cliff back to the line where she is 1 for 2 here so far this evening. In that game, back on the fifth between these two teams, it was a state-ranked match at 2 as well, one of the top-tier teams in the TVL. Mentioned it, ended up being a 49-38 win for Frankfort on that evening. Substitutions for the Wildcats. Trinity Schlabach, the sophomore in, number 22, and number 12, Cadence Shoddy, the senior. Cliff sinks both free throws, 2 for 2 from the line. She has 3 of Hanover's 5 points here early on in this first quarter. Backdoor find to Ashlyn Dollinghouse. She goes baseline, ends up on the other send. Hanover side wanting the double dribble. Clean possession, though, for Frankfort. Straightaway shot, up and down, no good. Off the top of the rim, Lexi Dollinghouse fired that one from the top of the key. And it will go back now towards Hanover. Shoddy, Juneman, Losey, Cliff, and Schlabach out there for Hanover. Dollinghouse, Wap, Gross, and Eppert out there right now for the Wildcats. Missed shot inside for Schlabach. She can't get her first bucket of the evening to go from inside. Frankfort will come back our way. Inside, Ashlyn Dollinghouse gets it, but a travel is going to be the call. Couldn't quite keep those feet in line. Got moving a little bit too fast. The first turnover for Frankfort here early on. Good sign for Ricketts, Brian Eppert and his squad. Substitution. Now Eppert in for Dollinghouse. Ashlyn will try and keep them two separate here this evening. Ashlyn and Lexi. High post flashes. That'll be Cliff. Hanover on the offensive against this 2-3 zone for Frankfort. Inside, Juneman up and one for Anna Juneman. Took the contact and finished that opportunity. 4 points now for the junior. She'll go to the line to cut this deficit to 2. Juneman led in scoring in their previous matchup between these two squads. 13 points leading scorer. Caitlin Cliff was next in line with 9. Juneman can't hit the free throw, though. Chase down, offensive rebound, no dice. Frankfort will come back all right. Stillwell gets it, top of the side, gets a screen from Wap. Now right side, Eppert. Eppert looks to roll the pick and roll with Dollinghouse. Into the line, Eppert goes now back out right wing. Top of the key, there's Sonia Stillwell already with 1-3 here tonight. Turnover, 4th jump ball, 5th one here tonight, if my thinking is correct, and this one will go back to Hanover. So ugly first quarter for both teams. It is 10-7. Frankfort was just up 10-3 a moment ago. An and one opportunity and another putback bucket on an offensive rebound. I've got the Hanover Wildcats back within 3 and in possession. 1:40 left to play. First quarter action, quarterfinal matchup here between the 5-seeded Hanover Wildcats and the 4-seeded Frankfort Wildcats. Hanover had to defeat Onega in the first round action to get to this contest. Frankfort got the last bye of the tournament. Inside, Anna Juneman, a nice left-handed bucket. Of course, the lefty, no more for the defense, but she'll take it to the rim with the best of them. It's a 1-point possession now. Frankfort still on top. Gross will attack left side, inside, draws the foul on Schlabach. And Hattie Gross now will go to the line. Gross, one of 3 players scored in double digits in the matchup earlier this season. She had 12. Stillwell, of course, had 12 as well. Sydney Wap with 11 to her name. Gross can't hit the first free throw. Hattie already with 5 points here tonight. Substitutions for Hanover as back will come Drew and Gracie Bruna. Just joining us, Frankfort down a player 2 as well. Emma Hardwick out with concussion symptoms. She will not be playing this evening. Will hopefully be back later on in this tournament. Gross goes 1 for 2 from the line, gets this back up to a 2-point possession for Frankfort. Juneman will set it up for the blue and red. Right side, Cadence Shoddy has it in right corner. Thought about a 3 now top side. Gracie Bruna swings it around the horn. Inside it'll go now to Schlabach. Up shot, no good. Offensive rebound pulled down. Gracie Bruna, though, right side. That's already her second offensive rebound. Shoddy tries to go baseline right side. It'll be tipped out of bounds. Sydney Watt got her hand on that one. Possession staying with Hanover. 44 seconds left to play first quarter. Trigger man underneath their own basket. Gracie Bruna top the key into the hands of Drew Bruna. One dribble from the free throw line. No good on the shot, but 2 free throws now coming for the freshman. That foul will go against Sydney Watt, aforementioned senior. One of 5, 6 seniors on this squad for a very experienced Frankfort Wildcat team. Expectations back to a state title run at Colby coming up here in March. Bruna hits her first free throw. Freshman playing big minutes for the Wildcats this year. 3 quick short dribbles. That one's going to hit every part of the rim and drop down for Drew Bruna. Big free throws there for Hanover. As now we're knotted up at 11. 35 seconds left to go. First quarter action. Tanya Stillwell has it left side for Frankfort. Trying to go inside. Tipped away by Losey. Now into the hands of Sydney Watt, right post. Kicks it out. Stillwell top of the key. Fires up a 3. That one's partially tipped. Taken away and saved by Bruna. Now it's going to be tipped out of bounds underneath the Frankfort basket. Turnover Hanover. Drew Bruna with that one was on the baseline, but a good job just to recover on that one. Don't know who it was that got the tip on Stillwell out top, but good recovery by the Hanover guards. Stillwell, trigger underneath her own basket. Top side Watt with 20 seconds left. We'll run a little pick and roll up top with Gross. Gross in her hand, guarded tightly now by the freshman Gracie Bruna. Braley Eppert, right side, fires up a 3, and one, and a foul for Eppert. Down low, defensive foul. Tessa Losey will pick that one up, and Frankfort will have an opportunity for some big points here. They left Braley Eppert wide open on that right side. Must have been a miscommunication. And she let Hanover know about it. So that's going to be a second foul on Trinity Schlabach, so not Losey. Thought it was Losey right in front of us, but we're going to call that on the reserve Schlabach, sophomore off the bench. Near side here, Eppert thought about a 3 in the corner. Instead, will dribble middle. Now right side, Stillwell. Little 3-man game in the corner with Dollinghouse. That's Lexi. And buzzer will go out as Frankfort could not get a shot off. 14-11, our first quarter score. You're listening to TVL Tournament Action here on KNDY.
For engineered roof and floor trusses, call on Axtell Truss. 12 to 80-foot span. Complete hip, cathedral, and floor systems using only the best SYP available. Delivered to your site undamaged on a roll-off trailer. Manufactured locally at Axtell Truss on U.S. Highway 36, 2 miles west of K110 between Seneca and Marysville. Phone 785-736-2291.
Not everyone can become a Lennox dealer, so you'll be glad to know when you buy a Lennox from Hanover Electric Incorporated, you not only get the best products in the business, you also get a traditional experience in making sure your home is as comfortable as it can be. Because every independent Lennox dealer must pass the Lennox Quality Dealer Standards Program, the toughest test in the industry. And what it means is you get a dealer you could always count on. Lennox, one less thing to worry about.
Max Blasky here, KNDY 95.5, online at KNDYradio.com. And, of course, in the KNDY FM mobile app, take us wherever you go. We've got full coverage of TVL action here all of this week. Thank you all for tuning in. We appreciate those kind words, and what we're doing makes it worth it. 14-11, our first quarter score in the state-ranked matchup. Number 3 in Class 1A Division II, Hanover trailing number 4 in Class 1A Division I, Frankfort. Top of the key, 3-ball on the way from Eppert. Shield airball, spit that one out. Airmail that one, and it will go back now to Hanover. Frankfort led as much as 10-2 in that first quarter. Hanover came storming all the way back, got it tied there at 11, but a late 3 and foul from Frankfort. Braley Eppert got left all the way alone. Gave the Wildcats the lead. Turnover number 4 now for Hanover in this one. Frankfort only 1 to their mark unofficially. Eppert inside the lane. Little floater shot up. No good. Flip rebound. Flip will push now with Losey left side. Hanover will look to push the pace. Losey thought about a 3 top corner. Now swings it right side. That's going to be Shoddy. Into the hands of Juniman as we ring it around the top of the key. Winner of this contest on to face the winner of the 1-seed Clifton Clyde versus 8-seed Axtell game. Inside, Caitlin Cliff on the offensive rebound gets her first bucket of the floor to go. She now has 5 points in this one, as Hanover now trails by 1. Free throw discrepancy for the Wildcats in that one. They shot 7 free throws compared to 2 for Frankfort, but it doesn't matter. Frankfort's still ahead. Hattie Gross, professional turnaround jump shot from the right block. Fake middle, went baseline over that shoulder. Nice shot for the senior. Inside, Caitlin Cliff will be fouled, and she's going to earn a living back at the line. Cliff 3 for 4 from the line in that one. Hanover led by Anna Juneman in that first quarter with 6 points. Hattie Gross also had 6 for Frankfort. Freely Eppert with 5. Tanya Stowell with that first 3 of the game. Free throw down for the senior Cliff. Substitution in now for the Wildcats. That will be Hanover. Gracie Byrne out. Cadence Shoddy back in. Tessa Losi held scoreless in that first quarter. Expect to hear her name a little bit more. The sharp shooting guard for Hanover. As Cliff halfway down and out on that second one will keep this deficit at 2 for Hanover. Hanover 3-2 zone. They'll spread that out a little bit. Frankfort will go inside. Hattie Gross right block. She's going to be double teamed quickly now out top. Eppert. Eppert right corner around the top of the horn. Stowell thought about a 3. Now back inside. Eppert right block. Eppert cuts across. Good hands there by Bruna. Gracie gets a hand on that one, but Frankfort will keep possession. Guards for Frankfort are going to have to score. Can Ashlyn Dollinghouse hit? No, she can't. Misses that 3. Defensive rebound pulled down Gracie Bruna. The other way we go. Gracie with some big rebounds here early on. Had 2 offensive rebounds for sure in that first quarter. Finds a nice wide open Drew Bruna underneath and 1. Freshman to freshman. Gracie finds Drew inside. And Hanover will have an opportunity to take their first lead of this contest. Foul will go on Brittany Eppert. The junior will pick up her second personal foul. First free throw, only free throw up for Bruna, pure as silk. Old-fashioned three-point play, and the timeout will be called by Hanover. We'll take it with them. 17-16 our score. Hanover takes their first lead of the night.
Bat Tire in Frankfort is the place to go for tires in Frankfort. Why drive anywhere else? Offering a full range of tires, including Kelly tires and Hankook tires. Get the very best in tire technology for superior handling and longevity. Bat Tire will keep you on the road and headed to where you need to be. Replacements or repairs, they'll get you rolling again. Bat Tire in Frankfort, a proud supporter of the Frankfort Wildcats. Good luck.
Action from every angle here in Onega. Of course, TVL Tournament Week, a fun time of the year. Score It Today brought to you by Jeff Wirtz of the TVL Spotlight. Appreciate him for everything he does, keeping us informed throughout this week. Over in our other gym, Clifton Clyde up early on Axtell, 18-8 versus the Axtell Lady Eagles. The 8-seed defeated Washington County, the 9-seed, 44-22 on Monday to earn a spot into the quarterfinal mark. Hattie Gross is going to fire at the 3. That one's going to be too long. Defensive rebound pulled down by Losi of Hanover, and she will look to run. Runs down the right side, taken away, turnover. Hanover has been an Achilles heel of this team early on. That's the 5th, and Frankfort will send it right back to the Wildcats. Both teams, of course, like to get up and down the floor, 50-plus points per game for both of these squads. Frankfort allowing 33 right in that range, while Hanover a little bit higher, 31. But Hanover tested on this season. They've already faced the number 1-seeded, or at the time, 1-seeded Little River in Class 1A Division I, or now still is the 1-seed in Class 1A Division I early on in this year. Hanover lost that one 49-43. And they just keep seeming to find themselves in big games. This will be a matchup, too, we're going to keep our eye on as the season goes along. Of course, both of these will be in opposite substates. But what a matchup here we have with 2 top 5 teams in Frankfort and Hanover tonight. Substitution, Tessa Parthimer, 5'6" freshman. First action in for her tonight. She'll be the trigger man, gets it in, top of the key for Gross. Frankfort will look to slow it down now. It's been a fast-paced first quarter and first part of the second quarter. 16-7 our score. Hanover leading this one. Farther steps into a three right off the bench. Shot no good. Defensive rebound fought around. Finally taken down by Bruna. That will be Drew. Top of the key, Losey will set it up. Tessa Losey, senior for Hanover, held scoreless in this contest so far. In the last matchup, she had 6 points, all in the second half, versus Frankfort. There's a steal by Parthimer, 6th turnover for Hanover in this first half. Good hands by the freshman coming off the bench. Took it away from Juniman. Top of the key, Gross will have it, guarded tightly now by Gracie. Round the horn, it will work. Just a little under 4 minutes left to play here before halftime. Top of the key, Wap will shoot it from the elbow. She can't hit from short range. Hanover will control. Back the other way, Juniman gets it left block, kicks it out. Losey fires a three left wing. That one's good. Tessa Losey, her first triple of the evening, and Frankfort needs a timeout. We'll take it with them. Hanover up 20-16.
From the ground up, Midwest Products Hanover can assist with concrete drives, parking, walks, entries, foundations, and support walls. Quality people help produce quality products, and you can rely on their crews for a job done right. Concrete plants at Hanover, Washington, and Clay Center. Midwest Products also haul rock, sand, and gravel. They have a crane for rent and can assist with site preparation. Start your next job with a call for a quote today from Midwest Products at Hanover.
As a producer, you wear a lot of hats, from livestock expert to machinery and crop expert. For ag lending expertise, you can count on us. We'll help with the loans you need for livestock, seed, and equipment. So when it comes to ag, talk to us. Like you, our field is agriculture. Citizens State Bank, Marysville, Waterville, and Hanover. Member FDIC.
We're just making a living, making things grow.
Max Blasky back with you from Onega. Quarterfinal action between Frankfort and Hanover. Frankfort led most of that fourth quarter, but Hanover has come back here in the second, leading now by 4. Sydney Wap, elbow jumper, shot up no good. Offensive rebound, though, up no good. Second opportunity for the Frankfort Wildcats, and Juniman will control for Hanover. Fast-paced first quarter we had. 3 ball on the way. Gracie Bruner, right wing off of one rotation. Offensive rebound, though, pulled down Losey. Juniman will tack down the middle. Up, no good. No foul will be the call either. Hanover will go empty on their possession. First shot of the game there for Bruna, as 3 on the other end from Wap will be no good. Back here we go. Juniman will push left side. Smartly pulls it back out and resets now for Hanover. Coming up at halftime, we'll take a peek at not only the girls' bracket, how that is shaped out so far this week, but also boys' action coming up, as we'll have a good one in the 4-5 matchup coming up after this one. The Axtell boys, who got themselves that bye with the 4 seed, will take on the number 5 seeded Troy Trojans in a matchup of last year's TVL quarterfinal round as well. Inside Clip will get it offensively, shows them to miss the shot and then commit the personal foul. So first personal foul now for Caitlin Clip. Only the first for Hanover in this quarter. Neither team in foul trouble. Schlabach for Hanover has 2. Bench player being my Rayleigh Ebbert for Frankfort has 2 as well. Of course, Frankfort without the services of point guard Emma Hardwick this evening, out with concussion symptoms. Hopefully we'll be back here later on in the week. Foul inside will be committed. Gracie Bruna, the freshman, getting a little too handsy here on the near side. We'll leave it in Frankfort hands, though, underneath their own basket. Top of the key, Ashland gets it. It's going to be a tip pass taken away by Juniman. Juniman's got a one-on-one. She goes into Ashland. Nope, stops, spins. Good defense. Trouble with it and staying with Hanover. Good job by the Frankfort defense getting back on that. It was Ashland Doninghouse and Anna Juniman, the only 2 down on that half of the court. 3 other Frankfort girls sprinted back, got back in good defensive possession. Frankfort underneath their own baskets. Top of the key, it will go. Juniman thought about a three, but swings it near side into the hands of Bruna. She swings it around the horn. Juniman will attack right side, tries to get to that right block. Lefty keeps her dribble, swings it out left side. Gracie Bruna into Caitlin Cliff. Left block across the lane, up and down for Caitlin Cliff, having herself a nice little game here. 5 points in this quarter, 8 now for the game, as she pushes this lead back up to 4 for Hanover. Top side, Hattie Gross will get it for the Wildcats, and a turnover Frankfort. Only their third here in this half. We'll give it back to Hanover. Axel just walked in front of us, had that mistake at halftime. The Lady Eagles trailing Clifton Clyde 26-9. Looks like the top-seeded Eagles will get that victory, and of course, winner of this game will face off against those Eagles. Right side, bodies go flying. It's going to be a jump ball call. Stay on the end of Hanover. Here in South End, far into the floor, get to sit on this west side floor level, lengthwise with the court. Kind of an interesting little vantage point. Don't get to see it very often, but always fun to see some new way basketball is played. Inside, Caitlin Flip will go to the line where she has earned herself her keep here tonight. Foul will go against, let's see who they're going to give that to, Lexi Dallinghouse. That's going to be the second personal now on the senior. First free throw is pure for Clip. 5 for 7 from the stripe so far here tonight. Dallinghouse will take a seat on the bench. Back in will come Tessa Parthimer. Second one pure as well. As the senior goes 2 for 2, she's going to earn a well-deserved break on the bench for this last 65 seconds of the half. 24-16, Hanover leading this one. Frankfort led at the end of one quarter, 14-11. But Hanover has used the free throws to get in their advantage, leading this one now by 8. Good hands near or far side by Tessa Losey, knocking that one out of bounds. It'll stay with Frankfort. Disrupts the offensive possession, though. Neither of these teams have had much of a flow here in the second quarter. There's a fast-paced one in the first. Sydney Wap gets it right block. A lot of contact. That one rolls in. Little toilet bowl action there for Sydney Wap off the bench. She gets her first bucket of the evening. Pulls this down to within 6 now. 37 seconds left. Juniman will go to work right side. Into the hands of Losey. Now top of the side, Shoddy will set it back up with under 30. Trying to get it inside to Drew Bruna. Left block with good defense out top by Ashlyn Dallinghouse. Now we'll get a little screen off inside. Gracie Bruna will look to attack. Tessa Parthimer comes up with a steal, but she's going to double dribble it about half court. Tough break there for the freshman, getting some good playing time here in this one. Of course, with Emma Hardwick out already with 2 steals and a threat to shoot. Drew Bruna will come out. Caitlin Clip back in for this offensive possession. Last shot will go to Hanover. 15 seconds left. 24-18 the score inside. A turnover, though. Wildcats, that is their 8th of this first half. Frankfort will get an opportunity right side. I believe Parthimer is tripped, and a foul will end up being called out top. Let's see who this one goes about. I believe it's going to stay with Hanover ball. It will, and we're going to get a timeout Wildcats. We'll take it with them. 2.5 left to go before half. You're listening to high school basketball here on KNDY.
Cottage Hill Ag Supply makes precision planting work for you. Put their experience and exceptional customer service to work when planning for the next planting season. Check their test plot results with quality seed lines including AgriGold and NC+. Set up assistance with your planner and adjustments as needed help you be more efficient. As a fellow farmer, Darren Jacobson can share his experience if you're new to precision planting. Count on top quality products with expert service and a commitment to go above and beyond for their customers. Go online to cottagehillagsupply.com.
So it will actually be Frankfort's possession on their side of the court with 2.5 left to go. Hanover leading 24-18. Dallinghouse windbounded. That's Ashland. She's looking in the corner to Parthimer. Parthimer gets it inside the walk. Turnaround shot at the buzzer. No good. Frankfort with the shot to cut this down to 4, but it'll be a 6-point margin going into half. Our first time out of half, we'll come back with a recap of that first half as Hanover leads 24-18.
The Dragiston Insurance Agency proudly represents Buckeye Insurance Group, founded over 130 years ago. With all that experience, you can expect nothing less than superior insurance and service. They use a common-sense approach to write policies that are customized to meet specific insurance needs. The Dragiston Agency offers top-notch service, expertise, and knowledge. Call 785-325-2263 or stop by the office in Washington. The Dragiston Agency and Buckeye Insurance Group. Together, they're insuring the heartland.
Reach Billy Bob's Propane. Nobody can take your call now, but somebody will get back to you sometime.
Yeah, this is Frank Jones, and I'm switching propane companies. Why? Wanklin Oil has more to offer, and to be honest, better prices. They also gave me options that fit my budget, and in case you don't remember, I called last week because I was nearly out of propane. You never called me back. I'm now out of propane.
Switching propane dealers is no big deal. Call Wanklin Oil at 1-800-794-2019. Wanklin Oil, we've had the energy since 1926.
Ever feel like your insurance company doesn't know you?
Insurance Corporation will issue generic plans where agricultural activities occur.
Only a human can visit your farm or ranch to know what you need. Find out why Farm Bureau Financial Services is the #1 ag insurer. It's your future. Let's protect it. Talk to an agent today or visit fbfs.com/protect. #1 ag insurer across our 8-state territory. 2019 SNL PNC Group Direct Written Premium.
Call on Farm Bureau Insurance Agent Bryce Leonard in Washington today.
Everyone's wanting to reduce, reuse, and recycle. How about reducing the amount of money leaving your bank account every month? With income-based living and reduced cable bill cost for everyone, Waterville Housing Authority is your housing partner. Enjoy maintenance-free and comfortable living in 1- or 2-bedroom apartments. Check out their Facebook page or call 785-363-2239. That's 785-363-2239.
At halftime in this quarterfinal matchup between the 5-seeded Hanover Lady Wildcats and the 4-seeded Frankfort Lady Wildcats, Hanover up top 24-18 in this one. Frankfort jumped out to a 14-11 lead at the end of the first quarter, but it was a dismal second quarter for the offense from Frankfort, missing point guard Emma Hardwick. They scored 4 points in that second quarter. Hattie Gross had herself a bucket, and Sydney Walt got one there middle of the quarter two as well. But Frankfort trails 24-18. Looking at scoring for both of these sides, first for Frankfort, 5 points in that first half for Breeley Effort. She had them all in that first quarter. 3 points for Tanya Stoll. She started off the game with that triple. 8 points for Hattie Gross. No points for Lexi Dallinghouse or Ashland Dallinghouse getting the start tonight. 2 points for Sydney Walt off the bench. And Tessa Parthimer, no points, but putting in some good minutes has been the freshman. As for Hanover, they are led in that first half by Caitlin Cliff. She has 10 points. She is 6 for 8 from the free throw line. 6 points for Anna Juneman. She had all those in the first quarter. 5 points for the freshman Drew Bruna. 3 points for Tessa Losi on a lone triple there in the second quarter. Again, at the end of one, it was 14-11. Frankfort was leading, but Hanover outscored Frankfort 13-4 in that second quarter to take the lead. Big discrepancy, too, in that first half. Turnovers, Frankfort only committed 4, while Hanover committed 9, but the Wildcats still leading in that one. But I think the bigger stat, too, as well, while you're looking at this one, free throws were a big one for Hanover. Frankfort only shot 2 free throws. They made one of those, 50% from the night. Meanwhile, on the other sideline, Hanover has shot 12 free throws. They've made 9 of those, 75% for the Hanover Wildcats, keeping them in this state-ranked matchup. We're a few minutes away from second half action. We're going to take our second timeout at halftime before we take a preview of the game coming up after this one, as well as a look at how the tournament bracket is shaking out. Again, at halftime, Hanover leading Frankfort 24-18 in girls quarterfinal action here from the TVL tournament in Onega.
Call Parthimer Electric at 268-0553. At Parthimer Electric, we specialize in residential and commercial electrical services and are dedicated to providing customer service that is second to none. Parthimer Electric won't leave the job until you're satisfied. Parthimer Electric is available at all hours and offers flexible services for indoor or outdoor jobs. You can visit us on the web at the Parthimer Electric Facebook site or give us a call at 268-0553. Parthimer Electric in Frankfort.
You want a bank that not only cares about you, but the businesses and families around. FNB Washington is that bank. Community-minded since 1883, FNB Washington truly has been there through it all. A mainstay in the Washington community, FNB cherishes the opportunity to give back, whether participating in hosting local events, providing a community room for public use, or cheering the Tigers on to victory. Your local and hometown bank is still FNB Washington, Equal Housing Lender, FDIC.
Unload your unwanted or unused items and benefit local residents with disabilities through the Twin Valley Thrift Shops. Have some good used things taking up space? Drop those off anytime at the warehouse in Waterville or Twice But Nice in Beatty. For larger lots of garage sale leftovers, furniture, and the like, call to arrange pickup. Every donation sold benefits Twin Valley Services and their local residents. Learn more online at twinvalleyfriends.com or stop by the warehouse in Waterville, plus used furniture and appliances, or Twice But Nice in Beatty.
You love farming, through the good times and the bad, and you hope and pray your investments will pay off. Some of the risk factors you can control and others you cannot. That brings me to the importance of risk management. I'm Dave Savage with Blue Valley Insurance. With the right insurance plan, your farming operation will be protected against the loss affecting your crops, livestock, equipment, and property. Manage your risk with the help of Blue Valley Insurance in Lynn, Greenleaf, Hanover, and Marysville.
Max Blasky back with you from Onega. Halftime score, Hanover leading Frankfort 24-18. Earlier today, the last game of the first round got finished up here for the TVL tournament. Jonathan West Mustangs defeat Blue Valley 60-37. They will move on to face Centralia Thursday evening. That means first round of the bracket is now finished. We're getting some games going over at halftime on the other court between the 1-seeded Clifton Clyde Eagles and the 8-seeded Axel Eagles. It is 26-9 as Clifton Clyde leads this one. Winner of that one will face the winner of our contest here. Meanwhile, tomorrow, Valley Heights, the 2-seed, will face off 10-seeded Lynn as they defeated Troy Monday 52-48. They will take on the winner of Centralia and Donson West. As for the boys' side bracket, coming up after this contest, a good one between the 4-seeded Axel Eagles and the 5-seeded Troy Trojans, a matchup of quarterfinal action from last year's TVL tournament too as well, one in which Axel was victorious. Later on this evening, Clifton Clyde, the 1-seed in the boys, will take on the 9-seeded Frankfort Wildcats as they were able to defeat Blue Valley on Monday 58-57, while earlier today, Washington County, the 6-seed, fell to Donson West, the 11-seed, 46-33, meaning Donson West will play Centralia on Thursday, while the Hanover boys will play Valley Heights Thursday night at 7 with KNDY having coverage of that broadcast. One more time out before second half action here from Onega.
This is Thad Argenbright with Performance Ag in Waterville, your Pioneer dealer. Our vision at Performance Ag is to deliver to you the very best in seed genetics from Pioneer, along with the best in service, which includes on-site seed treatment, direct delivery, and tender use. Call me, Thad Argenbright, at 785-313-3064 and find out why. With Pioneer from Performance Ag, you get more than a bag of seed.
Make every job easier with one stop at Hometown Lumber in Marysville and Axel Lumber. For any project inside or out, if you're a professional or do-it-yourselfer, get the tools you need, including Milwaukee, DeWalt, Stanley, and more. Battery-operated tools offer the convenience and mobility with the power to get the job done quickly every time. Stocked with all the blades, bits, and accessories for your convenience as well. Check out the power tools selection today and get the work started on your schedule with Hometown Lumber in Marysville and Axtell Lumber.
Stocked with the freshest produce and always fresh meat counter, J&R Market in Frankfort is your full-service grocery. Start saving today with weekly specials. The J&R Market app makes shopping a breeze, so you're in and out and on your way. Open 7 days a week for your convenience, Monday through Friday, 7:30 a.m. until 7 p.m., Saturday 96, Sunday 95. Freshest produce, best selection, greatest value, G&R Market in Frankfort. Generations have relied on Kinsley's of Marysville, the Patton Funeral Chapel in Frankfort, Hanover Mortuary, Ward Funeral Homes of Lynn and Washington, and Landreth Axtell Funeral Home. You can continue to rely on the professional experience that they provide and the heartfelt concern that they offer each family that they serve. Caring concern in your family's time of need.
Second half action underway here. Hanover will control the first possession. Top side is going to be same starting lineup. Patty Grosso gets the steal, top of the key, run out, up and down. No good on the layup, offensive rebound. No good second try. Let's give her a third. And finally goes down. Patty Gross, if you don't succeed once, try it twice, try it a third time. Good defensive possession there as she forced Hanover over for the 9th time this evening and turned it into 2 points. Frankfort led 14-11 at the end of the first quarter. Hanover led at half, and there's a big three right in front of us. Anna Juneman with her first triple of the evening. The junior calmly stepped into it in front of Ashlyn Dollinghouse, knocked that one down, and pushed this lead back up to 7 now for Hanover. Right side, Hattie Gross will go to work. Now we'll set it up. Stole top of the circle. Three ball on the way from Lexi Dollinghouse. No good effort. Tried to get the offensive rebound. She can't pull that one down. And Hanover will control. Inside, nice little pull-up from Juneman. Crossover, no good though. Claps her hand with a little bit of a disgust with that one as we are empty on both of these possessions. Of course, Hanover are reigning Division II state champions, while Frankfort third place in Division I. Of course, Frankfort returning almost everyone off of last year's squad, looking to have a better showing at the TVL tournament than they did last year. They got bounced in this quarterfinal round, did Frankfort. Meanwhile, Hanover went on to win the whole kit and caboodle. Juneman can't hit her second three of this quarter, leads to another run out Frankfort as we are back and forth with missed shots. Turnovers were a key in that first half. Hanover ended up with 9 team turnovers. Frankfort only 2 of them, but free throws were a big discrepancy. Hanover shot 12, Frankfort 2, and that kept the Hanover Wildcats in this game and eventually gave them the lead. Dollinghouse with her second bucket of the quarter gets that one to go down. Inside on the other end, turnover Hanover as Caitlin Cliff couldn't keep those happy feet from moving inside. Swarmed every time she catches it. Brian Ebbert wants the timeout. We'll take it with him with 5:30 left to go third quarter. Hanover still leading by 5.
To keep your vehicle running good and looking good, all you need is M&R Auto Parts in Frankfort. Motor oil, air filters, spark plugs, batteries, brakes, and more. M&R also has what you need for the outside of the vehicle. Wheel cleaners, glass cleaners, washes, and waxes. That's M&R Auto Parts, your CarQuest Auto Parts dealer in Frankfort.
At Kramer Oil, safety always comes first. We're here to keep your home and shop warm with reliable propane delivery, which is why with your first fill-up, we perform a complimentary leak check. Your safety is our top priority, so you can rest easy knowing we've got you covered. And we're not just about safety, we're about convenience too. Need propane when you want it at a fair price? Call or text us today at 785-562-2466. We're here to serve you.
Third quarter action back underway here from Onega. 5-point advantage for the Hanover Wildcats coming out of that possession. Defense a little more intense. This Hanover team, of course, led by that defensive side, has been a key for them the past couple of years under head coach Chris Bikeman, and aggressive on that one, almost a little too aggressive than it was, as there will be a foul called down low. Caitlin Cliff, the senior, picking up her second personal foul. She led all scoring for Hanover in that first half. 10 points, 7 of them in the second quarter, and 6 of those 10 coming from the free throw line. Freely Empert at the line for 2 free throws. She can't hit the first one. Second free throw now for Empert. She calmly knocks that one down, splits the pair, does the junior. Substitution now, Ashley Dollinghouse out of the contest. Sydney Wapp back into it. Only the 4th free throw for this Frankfort team here in this one. Of course, this is a rematch from back on January 5th, one that Frankfort handled Hanover 49-38. Frankfort jumped out to a 15-7 lead at home, and it looked like it was going to be that case again here this evening. The defense from the blue and white of Hanover stopped the run early on. Frankfort led 10-2 at one point, but Hanover just kept chipping away at it. Frankfort in that last contest, too, against Hanover, 17 free throws attempted, only 4 so far here in this one. And a turnover by the Lady Wildcats of Frankfort on the far side. First one of this half. Will give it back to Hanover. Clock keeps rolling, 4:30 here, third quarter action. Max Lasky from Onega, TVL tournament quarter final round between Hanover and Frankfort. Two state-ranked teams, Frankfort number 4 in Division I, Hanover number 3 in Division II. Frankfort now starting to trap corners of this zone. Juneman gets inside, reach in is going to be the call, and 2 free throws upcoming now for Juneman. No shooting on that one. Thought Juneman was going to go to the line for sure. Ashlyn Dollinghouse is going to be pegged with that third foul, so she's going to take a seat on the bench now. Ashlyn Dollinghouse back in. Bruno will try and go right side. That was almost a turnover. Somehow gets it away to Juneman here, left corner. Now Juneman will reset at top of the key. And instructions from head coach Chris Beichman in front of the zone bench. Top side travel. Hayden Shoddy on that far side. Turnovers piling up for Hanover especially, but still leading by 5 in this one. A low-scoring affair. Both teams average over 50 points per game. Hanover sets at 27. Frankfort sets at 23 with 6:30 left here in the third quarter. So a defensive battle has been the case. Inside, a foul is going to be called on Trinity Schlabach as she went up hard against Sydney Wap. Schlabach not having the best night, I guess, from the foul standpoint. That's already going to be the third on the sophomore off the bench, as that will now send Sydney Wap to the line for 2 free throws. Wap's first one clean as a whistle. First free throw up and down for the senior. As substitutions coming, Trinity will take a seat. Tessalossi also getting a rare breather. Back into the contest is Caitlin Clipp. And I believe Gracie Bruna, back in there. So your 5 out there for Hanover as Wap makes the second. Bruna, Juneman, Cliff, and Shoddy. For Frankfort, it's going to be Wap, Dollinghouse, Harthimer, and Eppert. And a foul on a 3-point shot. If they catch it right, they do catch it right. Hayden Shoddy here right in front of us was fouled. Ashlyn Dollinghouse picking up her first personal. And more free throws upcoming for Hanover. First time at the line now for Shoddy. First free throw 2 of this second half is no good for the senior. Second free throw clean. One of 4 seniors on this squad here this year for Hanover, looking to make it back-to-back state championships. Also looking to make it back-to-back TVL tournament championships too as well. Third and final free throw up and down, so 2 out of 3 there for Shawnee. Substitution, Drew Bruna to the bench. Caitlin Cliff back in after a short breather. Losey back in too as well. Wap, Gross, Dollinghouse, Everett, and now Lorelei Loizo in there for Frankfort. This is her first action as the 5'9" sophomore in there for Brian Everett. Inside, a first shot for her, off in the rim, no good, as she couldn't hit it from 2 feet away. Just a little bit too strong, hit that heel of the rim, and it'll go back to Hanover. Good fake here near side, taken away, though, by Gross. Jump ball will be the official call. Bruna Gracie there about ready to take it baseline. Good defense though by Frankfort. Hattie Gross getting a hand on that one, stopping the offensive possession for the blue and red. Bruna will be the inbound underneath her own basket. She throws it far side and way over the head of everyone on the court. Turnover, Hanover, back towards Frankfort it goes. Four-point advantage, Hanover. Just rolled under 3 minutes left to play here. Third quarter action, quarterfinal play. Coming up next, 5-seeded Troy Trojans, 4-seeded Axtell Eagles in a boys matchup. Axtell looking to go back-to-back tournament champions, just like this Hanover Wildcats team. Turnover forced by Hanover. Only second one of the half for Frankfort. Shoddy three ball. 3/4 of the way down and out. Offensive rebound, Caitlin Cliff, and she will be fouled. Shoddy already fouled on one three-point attempt. Thought she was going to get another one out of the deal, but about made it. Really, Effort will pick up her third personal. 6 points for Effort in this one. Getting too low along the baseline, Gracie Bruna, turnover, Hanover again. That's going to be their 13th one here in this contest. As Gracie will take a seat on the bench. Drew back in for head coach Chris Beichman. Five points here for Hanover in this quarter. 9 points for Frankfort as the Wildcats try and get back into this one. Top of the key, Wop drives in, now kicks it out. Three ball from Dollinghouse. That one's no good. Inside offensive rebound. Hattie Gross picks up where she left off in that first half. 8 points for her in the first half. 6 here in the third quarter alone. Steal now for Frankfort as Solo takes it away, but then Juniman takes it right back, and she's fouled. Boy, sloppy ball there for both sides. Good defense from Tanya Stoll. Been pronouncing it wrong all game. I got tapped on the shoulder. Try and correct that as the season goes on. As Gross will commit the personal foul. Second foul now on Hattie Gross, 5'9" senior. 14 points for her here tonight. First free throw for Juniman is up and pure. Second free throw now up and good as well. And we have a timeout. We'll take it with them. 31-27 our score, 147.
When it comes to your health, you deserve the best. At Hanover Hospital, they are more than just a healthcare facility. They are your friends and neighbors right here in your community. Their commitment to high-quality, family-friendly care means when you're at Hanover Hospital, you're with family. They offer state-of-the-art healthcare services with certified professionals on staff 24/7, 365 days a year. Hanover Hospital, your community, your health. Visit them today for close-to-home quality healthcare.
Bremen Farmers Mutual Insurance, providing high-quality coverage and service, all at a competitive premium cost. Since 1888, Bremen Farmers Mutual has offered homeowner, farm owner, business owner, fire, and inland marine coverage. Dependable and affordable. See your local agent representing Bremen Farmers Mutual Insurance. Learn more about the various insurance products offered by going online at bfmic.com.
9 more minutes to see who gets to move on to third round action, semifinal action here at the TVL tournament in Onega for the girls. Clifton Clyde girls up big on Axtell on the other side, so we're going to go ahead and pencil them on in as winners here over in the other gym. In this one, though, a tight one, 31-27, third quarter action. Frankfort led at the end of one, 14-11, but a 13-4 second quarter by Hanover got them in front as they still hold on to a 4-point advantage. Hasley tipped out. Frankfort will now reset inbound at top side. 5 out there. Parthimer, Dollinghouse, Wop, Gross, and I believe that's Ashland and Dollinghouse too as well. Ashland and Alexi Dollinghouse out there. Sydney Wop, Hattie Gross, and Tessa Parthimer. Backdoor cut, nice up and under there for Ashlyn Dollinghouse. The first bucket of the evening for the sophomore, getting the starting nod for Emma Hardwick tonight, dealing with concussion symptoms. First bucket cuts it now to within 2 as we roll under 66 here in the third. Attacking left side will be Bruna. Turnover, Hanover again. That has been the Achilles heels of this team. 7 turnovers here in this half. That'll make 15 for the game. Right side gets it swung around into the hands of Parthimer. Parthimer thought about a 3, thinks better of it, guarded tightly by Losey. 36 left to go here in the third. Into the hands of Hattie Gross, and she has been the Frankfort offense here in this third quarter. She has put up 7 shots. There have been 8 total taken by Frankfort in this third quarter, and she has put up 7 of them, going 3 for 7. Cadence Shoddy out. Lexi Dollinghouse out. Gracie Bruna back in for Hanover. And I believe it's going to be Wap back in for Frankfort, I think. 15-6 here in the third. Frankfort with possession can either tie or take the lead. Ties with the 2, lead with the 3. Left side, Parthimer with it as we go under 10. Looking for Ashlyn inside. Parthimer will drive, kicks it out, Stowell out top. Now back into the hands of Parthimer. Parthimer swings it left side. Frankfort won't get a shot off, but they do at the buzzer. It's good. Sydney Wap from the left corner. Frankfort couldn't get a shot off at the end of the first quarter, but they do here in the third. They take a 1-point advantage after 3, 32-31 in quarterfinal action from the TVL tournament.
Coolman Implement and Hardware is your AGCO Alice, White, Hesting, Leaner, and Gel dealer with personalized care since 1935. See Coolman Implement and Hardware for farm equipment, electrical and plumbing supplies, parts, sales, and service. Your AGCO Alice, White, Hesting, Leaner, and Gel dealer is Coolman Implement and Hardware in Lynn, Kansas.
71 degrees all the way.
73 degrees, please.
When it comes to keeping your home warm this winter, what's your perfect degree of comfort? We'll help you find it with a new Rheem heating system that'll keep you warm, save on energy costs, and may qualify for utility rebates and tax credits. So enjoy a new degree of comfort this winter.
72 degrees and I'm in heaven.
Get professional service and all brands of equipment. Call B&W Electric in Hanover, your local Rheem contractor, at 785-337-2598 today.
Duzine Enterprises has been laying floors all over our area since 1962. That's miles and miles of carpet, laminate, tile, hardwood, and vinyl. And they are so good at it that their schedule is filling up fast. So while good things come to those who wait, if you have a remodel or a new construction project in your near future, you should probably get on their schedule today. So call 785-325-2379. That's 785-325-2379. Duzine Enterprises in Washington. Why would you go anywhere else? Financing available.
First possession for the Frankfort Wildcats. A wild one here. Had an opportunity for a layup. Botched it underneath the rim, but the Wildcats will keep possession. Inside, Hattie Gross up and down. A big 2 there for the seniors. The Frankfort side comes alive. 3-point advantage now, Frankfort, in this back and forth contest. Juneman here near side is going to be trapped. She tosses it top of the circle now into the hands of Losey. Losey will set it back to Juneman. Juneman thought about a 3 now, trying to go baseline. Trapped out top by Dollinghouse and stole, and a foul will be committed by Ashlyn Dollinghouse. Her second personal now upcoming. Breely Eppert will step out. Ashlyn out now with those 2 fouls. Dollinghouse 2 points to her name, takes a seat on the bench. Big 2, though, here in this third quarter. Opposite of the second and third quarter. Second quarter, Hanover outscored Frankfort 13-4, while here in the third, it was Frankfort outscoring Hanover 14-6. And a big 3 to start this fourth quarter, 2 by Hattie Gross, gives the Frankfort Lady Wildcats a 3-point advantage. Gracie Bruna gets it right side, kicks it out, Tessalossi 3. That's going to be no good. Offensive rebound fought for. That's going to be Drew Bruna up, and 2 fouls upcoming now for the freshman. Hanover doesn't give us heights, but Drew goes probably about 5'11", big height to go along with Caitlin Clip down low. Good offensive rebounding, and they've been showing it so far here tonight. That foul is going to go, I think they're talking 13. Anya Stoll. They put up on 15, but we'll get that one right. Bruna misses her first free throw. Second free throw now coming for the freshman. She splits a pair. Hanover 6 for 5 from the free throw line here in the second half. Really keeping them in this one. Right at the rim, Sydney Roth had an opportunity. She misses from point blank. Juneman running the other way, looking for the foul. Offensive rebound, Caitlin Clip, and she will be fouled. Both of these teams getting opportunities right at the rim, but can't finish here in the third quarter. Substitution back for Frankfort, Lexi Dollinghouse, Greeley after an out. Of course, Frankfort Wildcats without their leading point guard, Emma Hardwick, this evening. Out with concussion symptoms. Hopefully we'll be back here later on in the tournament. But the 4-seeded Wildcats leading the 5-seeded Hanover 34-32 with 6:18 left to play in this contest. Frankfort will go 5 out, try and do a little screen motion for Losi top the key. She thought about it, now swings it near side into the hands of Gracie Brunet, right corner. Now right post. Caitlin Clifford looks to go to work. Hands all over her. She forces up a foul. Are they going to give her free throws? I believe they will. And she will step back now to the line for 2 shots. So that foul is going to go on 13. So Stoll picks up her second. Flip at the line now. Calmly knocks down the first. She is 7 for 10 from the free throw line. Let's make her 8 for 11 as she sinks the pair. Cuts it now to a tied game. Knotted up at 34s, just a little under 6 minutes here to go in the fourth quarter. Winner of this one will go to face on the top-seeded Clifton Clyde Lady Eagles. Steal by Drew Bruner, gives it off to Gracie. Gracie now pulls it out, left corner, into the hands of Juneman. Juneman tries to dribble baseline, out dribbles it out. Around the horn it goes, into the hands of Drew Bruner. Straight up man-to-man here for Frankfort as their defense has been stout all evening. Both of these teams average over 50 points a game. Here we are knotted up at 34 with 5 minutes left in the fourth. Near side, Drew Bruner looks to set it up. Looking for Clip at the elbow. Gets it to her, works against Wop. Out of bounds. Tip will stay with Hanover. Frankfort crowd didn't like that over on that far side. Hanover has been sloppy with the ball, too, here in this one. They have 15 turnovers in this game. Shoddy out, Losby in, Ashlyn Dollinghouse in, Stoll out. Top side, Clip will take this travel as those happy feet got moving too much for Clip. Sixteenth turnover for Hanover. Not a recipe for a win, but when you're shooting free throws at the clip they put up 20 free throws in this game, keeping them in it. Ashlyn Dollinghouse, 3 right wing, hands it. That's a big 3 for Ashlyn Dollinghouse and Frankfort, and Brian Eppert wants to take a timeout. We'll take it with them. 37-34 Frankfort, fourth quarter action.
Where do you turn when the unexpected happens? You may wonder what's next. Who do I call? What should I do? We at Christy Anders and Anders Fifely Funeral Homes are here to assist by providing support and personal services while helping create a beautiful and unique tribute for your loved one. We're proud to offer affordable, personalized packages to fit any budget. You can find us online at apfunerals.com or visit us in Waterville at Christy Anders Funeral Home or in Riley at Anders Fifely Funeral Home.
Earning and keeping your business is the top priority at Oldie Tractor Repair in Lynn. Their professionally trained technicians have a tremendous amount of experience with all types of farm equipment. They service all brands of tractors, combines, and forage equipment, especially John Deere. They work on diesel truck engines, clutches, transmissions, differentials, and brakes. Call Oldie Tractor Repair of Lynn, Kansas. serving area farmers for over 26 years.
Not just TVL tournament time, it's also the Thunder Classic over in Seneca. Marysville boys defeated Jackson Heights 48-36 tonight in the first round. They will play tomorrow. Bruce Deerkin will have that call over on our sister station, FM 94.1 AM 1570. And this is the most wonderful time of year, as I think someone had quoted already here for the TVL tournament. Cliff gets it inside. Guess what? She's fouled again. I think Sydney Watt's going to pick up this personal foul, as Caitlin Cliff has lived at the line here in this one. They will give that to Watt, so the senior picks up her second personal foul, and Hanover will be shooting free throws the rest of the way, as that was Frankfort's fifth foul in this quarter with 4:47 left to play. Cliff misses the second one, splits a pair. Still good shooting, though, for the Wildcats so far this evening. 37-34. I think that's right. 3-point advantage, Frankfort. A rematch from January 5th, one in which Frankfort handled Hanover at home 49-38. Anya Stoll, Harry Gross, and Cindy Wamp all scored in double figures in that one. 13 points for Anna Juneman for Hanover, but it has been a different type of game. Stoll stepped out and hit 3 3-pointers in that first quarter. Cindy Wamp had 4 points, and Frankfort jumped out to a 15-7 lead in the first quarter, and Hanover just could not react. Here in this one, it's kind of been the opposite. It was a close first quarter, 14-11. Frankfort won. Hanover turned on the defense there in the second quarter as they outscored Frankfort 13-4, but then coming out of halftime, Frankfort returned the favor as they outscored Hanover 14-6. We sat 32-31 at the end of three quarters. Frankfort led, and now here in this one, they lead by 2, 37-35. Gross can't hit the shot on the Frankfort sideline. A turnover was the call on the Hanover end. Ninth one here in this half for the Lady Wildcats. And another one, Caden Shoddy. That's 2 in a row. Chris Bikeman's going to not pull her. I thought he was looking towards the bench. He's going to keep her in there, though, as those have been 2 big empty possessions for Hanover here in the closing minutes. Clifton Clyde girls defeated Axel 49-19 over in the other gym. So winner of this contest will go over to face the undefeated and number 1 seeded Eagles in action Friday at 1:30. Foul down low as Frankfort tried to get it inside. We're going to call that one on Juneman. Shoddy will take a seat, though, on the bench. As Bruna back into the contest, that's going to be Drew. Top side into the hands of Hattie Gross. Gross with 16 points here so far tonight. Good defense outside. Anna Juneman tried to stick her hand in there, poke it away. She had 6 steals in their first round win over Onega. Hanover handled Onega 55-39. Juneman had 6 steals. I don't know if she has a 1 here in this contest. Big defensive presence, hounding Hattie Gross. And a foul will be called on Bruna. That's going to be Drew Bruna's first personal foul. All of a sudden now Hanover has racked up 3 fouls here in the last couple minutes. Only second personal foul actually on the blue and red. Gross hounded off top, gets it off to Dollinghouse, now near side into the hands of Everett. Everett's going to try and tackle the right wing, now into the hands of Ashland. Ashland, a little floater off the backboard, no good. Good as a turnover, back to Hanover on a sloppy possession. Both of these teams looking tired here as the fourth quarter rolls on. Of course, wasn't scheduled to have this game tonight. Was supposed to actually have it Tuesday evening, but because of the weather, we're going to pack about 6 days worth of basketball here into 3 in Onega. But we'll go to the line for 2 shots. Clip has been a force down low so far this evening. 10 points in that first half. Chance 3 here in the quarter, all from the free throw line. First one will be pure for the senior. Foul for Frankfort will go against Breeley Eppert. Junior picks up her 4th now. Second free throw up for Clip. That one will rattle around and drop down. 2 for 2 for Clip. Substitution Stoll back in for the before-mentioned effort. Ten for 12 is Hanover from the free throw line here in this quarter. Absolutely keeping them in this one. Caitlin Clip, a big reason this evening. 11 free throw makes. Frankfort tries to go inside. Ashlyn Dollinghouse controls it now. Out top, Sydney Wap under control, out of control, goes Wap, but Frankfort will keep possession. Dollinghouse inside. Sydney Wap wide open, right block, no good. Offensive rebound, Lexi Dollinghouse, and a jump ball will be the call. Haven't had one of those. Started the game off with what I thought was 4 straight jump balls. I think first one here in this quarter. Knotted up at 37, 2:25 left to go between these two top 5 state-ranked teams in quarterfinal action of the TVL tournament. Turnover, Frankfort. Gross had it at the left elbow. Hanover swarmed her and forced the timeout. That's going to allow Chris Beichman to take a 60. We'll take it with him. 2:19 left to play here. Knotted up at 37.
At the beginning of every crop year, you get only one chance to get it right. Start your season off with a seed you can trust. Plant DeKalb Asgrow. They have a full range of products that have proven themselves year after year. Parker Seed can provide the right seed for your environmental conditions. There's no room for error. Call Parker Seed to start your season off right. When you call Todd Parker, he'll put his knowledge and experience to work to help you make the right choices. Call today, 562-6687. That's 562-6687.
See Andy Bruna at Andy's Hardware and Lumber in Hanover for a full line of your everyday hardware needs and all the building supplies you'll need to get the job done right. Just about anything you might need around the farm or home is found at Andy's, and always fast, friendly service when you need it. It just makes good sense to shop at Andy's Hardware and Lumber in Hanover, Kansas, a Plyout, Wildcat Booster. That's Andy's Hardware and Lumber in Hanover.
Rolling down to the end of a great one here, knotted up at 37, 2:19 left to play between 4-seeded Frankfort and 5-seeded Hanover. Hanover looking to repeat as TVL tournament champions, claim their second one in. While on the other side, Frankfort is looking for their first one since 2001. Up and down is the shot from Tessalossi. Comes up big here at the end with her first bucket in the second quarter as Hanover now takes a 2-point lead. Top of the key, Gross will go to work, left elbow. Now gets it off to Stoll. Stoll kicks it right side. Now we're going to swing it around, right block. Sydney Wap up and under. Wap dribbling too much. It's on the ground. Timeout called by Hanover, but a jump ball gets in there first. Both of these teams, post players, have been playing exceptionally well. We've been calling Caitlin Cliff's name all night, mainly because of the free throws. But Sydney Wap down low for Frankfort. We're going to go ahead and say Hattie Gross down there, too, as well. Has been doing an excellent job defensively, especially on the opposing team's big player. Wap will go to the bench just as we're talking about it. Stoll now back into the contest. Frankfort goes into a 2-1-2 trapping zone here with 1:37 left to play. They've been in it here most of this fourth quarter. Frankfort over the top, swinging it back and forth. They've got 128 and a 2-point lead. They're going to be content to kill clock here and not throw it around. 5 out there for Frankfort right now. Dollinghouse, Gross, Stoll, and Eppert are your 5 for Frankfort. It's Bruna, Gracie, and Drew, Juniman, Clip, and Losi for Hanover. A foul out top as Frankfort's going to have to start doing that. Personal foul number 4 now on Hattie Gross. Senior leader will send Anna Juniman to the line. Lefty free throw up and down for Juniman. Second one now coming for the junior. Conley knocks that one down, 3 for 4 for the game. Big free throws for Hanover as they push this lead now back up to 4. 76 left in this one. Winner will go on to face the number 1 seeded Clifton Clyde Lady Eagles. Inside, left wide open, up and down for Lexi Dallinghouse. Her first points of this game coming late in the fourth quarter, and no bigger ones than those deuce. 55 seconds left. Frankfort's going to need to foul here eventually. Hanover's just working time. Losey out top. Frankfort will move to a man-to-man. 44 ticks. Losey still with it out top. Got her tightly by Effort. They're going to try and trap her. And Coach Chris Beigman wants to take a timeout to talk it over. We'll take a 30 with them. Keep it tuned. Hanover up by 2.
Since 1976, Olmsted Real Estate and Auctions has been your farm and home marketing team. Let the experienced family team of Tom and Rob Olmsted and brother-in-law Tom Kirkland guide you when buying or selling a home or farmland. Delivering timely, honest, and professional guidance, visit olmstedrealestate.com to view current listings and auctions. Your farm and home marketing team is Olmsted Real Estate and Auctions.
310, sold 300. That's buyer 5-2.
Don't go anywhere after this one is another good one between Axel and Troy upcoming. The 4-seeded Axel boys coming 6-1 on the season. Troy 5-3, but on a nice little winning streak. Axel state ranked number 2 in Class 1A Division 2. Well, another TVL foe, Hanover, is right behind them at number 4. We're going to see those boys tomorrow versus Valley Heights, but we'll get into that here in just a little bit after this contest. 40 seconds left. Into the backcourt it goes. Losey will be fouled. Foul will be taken by Ashlyn Dallinghouse, picking up her third personal now as Losey steps to the line. A quiet night for Tessa Losey. She had a lone triple in the second quarter, had a big deuce here in the fourth. 5 points to her name. First trip, though, to the line. First free throw up and pure for Hanover. We'll talk about it in postgame. Hanover has shot 15 free throws in the second half alone. Second free throw now for Losey. Pure as silk as they have been all evening. 2 for 2 for the senior, looking to get back to her second straight TVL tournament championship. Pushing the action will be Gross. Gross gets it off to Eppert, left corner. Eppert will get a little give and go with Gross. Gross inside, top of the key. Parthimer for 3, no good. Fought for underneath. Eppert saves it. No, she doesn't. Losey can rouse it with 17, and she will be fouled. Boy, a good look there up top. That was actually Tanya Stoll that got the 3 off from the right wing. Couldn't quite get that one to fall down, did the senior. And now Hanover back to the line with 2 free throws and 16.7 seconds left. Foul will go against Dallinghouse. 4th personal now for the senior. Losey, where she just can to calmly sinks the first one. Coming up after this one, stay tuned. We'll recap this contest as well as what else is going on here at the TVL tournament today before we preview our Troy Axel matchup. Second free throw is down for Losey. Frankfort's got a push on the far side. Gross can't hit it from 3 feet. Juneman comes out of there with it, and she's going to be fouled with 5.4, and that just about does it. Hanover Wildcats look like they are going to escape this quarterfinal matchup with the Frankfort Wildcats, a rematch from January 5th, one in which Frankfort came out hot, a 15-7 lead at the end of the first quarter. Frankfort ended up winning 49-38, but it looks like Hanover will get their revenge here tonight in the TVL tournament. Juneman calmly at the line sinks the first free throw as those numbers just keep going up. 20th free throw now for Hanover in this half alone. Anna Juneman at the line. Misses that one. Back the other way goes Frankfort with 2 seconds. Ashlyn Dallinghouse from half court. It's going to be no good. And Hanover escapes Frankfort 46-39 to earn their right into a semifinal matchup with Clifton Clyde coming up Friday at 1:30. A valiant effort from Frankfort down their starting point guard, Emma Hardwick, but in the end, the free throws were the key to victory for the Hanover girls as they were victorious 46-39. We're going to take a timeout, bring you recaps of this one, as well as preview the action for the rest of the evening right here on KNDY.
Titan Trailer Manufacturing of Waterville offers a full line of horse and livestock trailers, flatbed trailers, utility trailers, dump trailers, stock trailers, cargo trailers, and custom trailers. Are you sensing a theme here? Trailers. If you need it, they have it. Not only do they have it, Titan Trailers are a higher standard of quality manufactured in Waterville. You're pulling the best with a Titan Trailer. Log on to TitanTrailer.com and find a dealer near you and see for yourself.
Turnkey custom home builds with Inline Construction make the home building process as easy as you approving final decisions. From start to finish, let Inline tackle site preparation, foundation, framing, and finish inside and out. Lots are available at Hartley Ridge in North Marysville, or they can build on your site. Call today and get started with Inline Construction.
For the best of care close to home, visit the Washington County Hospital and Family Medicine of Washington County. Their team of professionals work together to provide every member of your family in every stage of life with medical care. From routine checkups to diagnostic services, visiting outpatient specialists, obstetrics, major and minor surgical procedures, and an emergency room that is always staffed by physicians, you'll find the best of care right here in Washington County. Call 785-325-2211 for your appointment today.
Ricky's Cafe in Hanover ain't just good, it's home. From their daily specials to a full menu, choose your favorite served fresh, hot, and fast. Your family when you stop at Ricky's Cafe, and you're welcome anytime. Enjoy the delicious menu choices, and of course, when you're hosting an event, bring Ricky's Catering along. With a variety of options available, always at affordable prices. Call for your next engagement and count on Ricky's Cafe at Hanover.
Just like our area athletes work each day in practice to perform at their best in the big game, the staff at Bruna Implement Company, your local Case IH dealer, work daily to provide the best parts and service experience when you need it most. Bruna Implement Company has been family-owned for 3 generations. We know what it takes to be successful as your area Case IH dealer. For the best in farming equipment with the service to back it, there is only one. Bruna Implement Company, since 1947.
Hanover victorious over Frankfort 46-39 in our first game of the evening. Free throws were a story for Hanover, and we'll get that one here in just a little bit. As for Frankfort, all starters did score in this one, a balanced attack, but a few lulling quarters in the second and fourth where they only scored 11 points combined were the demise of the Frankfort girls tonight. 16 points by Hattie Gross as she led the way. 6 points for Breeley Eppert. 5 points for Ashlyn Dallinghouse getting the start tonight in the spot of Emma Hardwick. 3 points for Tanya Stoll. 2 points for Lexi Dallinghouse. And 7 points for Sydney Wapp off the bench. Tessa Parthimer also got some shots up too as well, but couldn't score as she had some good minutes. As for Hanover, they were led by Caitlin Cliff, 15 points. Let me do some quick math here real quick. She had 12 of those 15 points from 11 of those 15 points from the free throw line. 13 points for Anna Juneman, 6 points for Drew Bruna, 9 points for Tessa Losi as she hit 4 straight free throws late in that one to push Hanover to a victory. 2 points for Caden Shoddy, 2 as well off the bench. Turnovers and free throws were a key. 9 turnovers unofficially for Frankfort in that one. Hanover committed 18, but the free throw discrepancy was huge. In the entire game, Frankfort girls shot 5 free throws. 25. While on the other side, had to do quick math right there, Hanover girls shot 5, 10, 15, 20, 20, 32 free throws. 32 free throws shot versus 5 for Frankfort in this one was the key for Hanover as they are victorious and move on to face off Clifton Clyde Friday afternoon at 1:30 here during the TVL tournament. We're going to take one more time out, preview what's coming up the rest of the evening before we get a chance to hear news and weather. Again, in our first quarterfinal action here tonight, Hanover victorious over Frankfort, 46-39.